All right, welcome to another episode of Bussin' with the Boys. I am your host, Will Compton. My co-host, Taylor Lewan, I believe he's on his way. He's running a little bit late, but you guys know the boy. He comes in, he'll be ready, he'll bring the juice, he'll bring the noise. A few things, we got a few, what is it, house cleaning, housewarming?
Yep, house cleaning.
House cleaning. The boys, I don't know if you guys saw last week, but we got a cease and desist from Budweiser. As you guys watch this episode, I mean, I guess that's been covered up for a while, but we're sitting on a Budweiser bus, boys. So hopefully that since we bought the bus, like we're safe from that. But the fact that the boys are canceling us, our merchandise. So if you guys see, and that's another thing, I know we're running a sale right now, has nothing to do with getting cease and desist. But you know, anything you guys see with Budweiser style logos, you know, they're going to be discontinued. And there's a lot of murmurs out there. People talking about collector's items, selling on eBay. You know what I mean? NFTs, the whole thing, the whole shebang. So if you guys are listening right now and you're like, I've been wanting to get that hoodie Comp's got on. We got a lot of different colors out there. Again, has nothing to do with getting a cease and desist, but we have 20% off our entire merch store at the moment. I know you guys are listening on Wednesday. Hopefully you guys would have already seen it by now on Monday, because we'll be going live on that sale here soon. That's just a side note for the boys. I just ran a little quick meeting for them. Before we continue to get into that, you guys know this podcast is brought to you by the greatest, most durable and reliable vehicle on the road, the Chevy Silverado. What's also durable and reliable is this Coach Prime documentary. They've been bangers. What's crazy is we got a kid at Jackson State training over at X3 Boost where I work out at. So I, pick his brain all the time on what do you think about Coach Prime. But that documentary was fire. The Silverado is strong, dependable, just like the people who drive them, us, you guys, the tier 1s, tier 2s, tier 3s who want to buy a truck, and they're going to buy a truck one day. The Chevy Silverado is modern and advanced with a ton of grit, a partner in getting things done, and especially when it comes to the heart and soul of a pickup truck, the bed. With the Silverado, you get the most functional bed of any competitor out there on the globe. Best in class, standard cargo volume. The inner gate folds to a large step for easily getting in and out of the bed. Available industry first. Okay, hang on. Available industry first, power up down tailgate, or the available multi-flex tailgate, which you guys have heard me talk about that. You guys heard me talk about that all football season long, with 6 convenient configurations. All this makes the bed of a Silverado work harder and smarter. And Chevy is also sponsoring Coach Prime. Catch it on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. We're really, I got to hit up Coach Prime for these free shouts, dude. The Silverado, strong, advanced, dependable, and hardworking. Go to a local dealership. We choose the boys of Freeland Chevy. Let them know that the boys sent you. Send a photo, tag us like the tier 1s have been doing when they buy Chevys, or we just take a photo of the truck and let everybody know that you're the hardest worker in the room. So yeah, now that we're done with Chevy, back into this Budweiser gig. Dale Earnhardt swinging for the boys. He tagged, which might not seem like a lot, but maybe it does. Because I want to say Budweiser sponsors Dale, and I want to say Dale's like a part of Budweiser.
I also sponsored Taylor.
Yeah, I think that was like a Bud Light gig. Yeah, overall, when I say Budweiser, the umbrella Anheuser-Busch is the one giving us that cease and desist.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dale was tied in there.
Yeah, he's tied in for sure.
There. Yeah, I mean, he's been with them forever, right?
I got a message that night from a couple of the local boys that it's been making its way up because they obviously, would like to get something like that fixed. I mean, it just makes the most sense, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I've been on Bud heavy. It's a huge compliment. I know the first day when I found out, I'm like, boys, we got to see a cease and desist from Budweiser. And Alex comes up and just daps me up right away. I'm like, what? Why is that? He's like, bro, that's awesome. Like, we've made it.
That's a nod.
Like, yeah, that's a nod of respect, dude. Yeah. Hopefully, either way, the boys were pivoting. Shout out the boys at the pivot. We are rebranding a little bit. We're making some new logos, some new designs, some new brands. You guys will probably have seen them by now since you guys are listening right now on Wednesday morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. on the audio. Oh, and on the audio stuff, if you guys are listening right now or if you guys are watching right now, early afternoon, you're catching the premiere, you're in the live chat, goofing around, hanging out with all the boys. Or you're watching later at night, take a moment, pull out your phone. I'll do it with you. Pull out your phone, hit either the Apple Podcast app or Spotify app. Type in Bussin' with the Boys. Oh, that was about to be Taylor. Just Bussin' with the Boys. You click on Bussin' with the Boys. You go up. It should just say subscribe on there, but you hit the 3 dots. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. Oh, unfollow show now. It's following. It's not subscribing anymore. It's following and unfollowing. I did not know that. We're learning together. Hit the unfollow show. Remove from library. Keep all the episodes. Now go back, hit the plus sign, and follow the boys. That was a very busted version of telling you guys. Dude, yeah, we lost.
I love that when people just follow, unsubscribe, and meanwhile it's like a 5-minute process.
Yeah, I know. But go to the guys. It means a lot. I know you guys love the show. I know you love watching the show. I want you to continue to watch the show. But it is super important that you subscribe or follow the boys on the audio platforms, Apple Podcasts and Spotify, because we keep climbing the charts. Like last week, the Ryan Whitney episode was doing awesome numbers, and it was really cool to see us on those top charts and everything. But anyway, that was a side note. Stuff coming up for the boys. Some house cleaning, housekeeping. The spring tour, the Bussin' Spring Tour 2022 is happening. We will be in Nebraska this week. So if you're listening right now, we will be in Nebraska tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, doing some fun shit, making some good content with the boys, doing like a watered down recruit visit to where Taylor and I think we're going to slide into some of the unis. We're going to see some of the new facilities being built. We're going to sit down with a couple players, I believe Scott Frost as well. But you guys will only be able to see this stuff and get this stuff on our YouTube channel because we're going to be dropping this stuff like as we get them done. So on Thursday, when we sit down with a couple players, when we get those episodes cleaned up and done, we're going to drop them on YouTube right away for you guys to listen and watch, for you guys to watch on YouTube. So it's not going to be like a weekly 1 episode drop as we travel across the globe, Nebraska, Michigan, and Tennessee right now. Once we do the interviews, we're dropping them on YouTube. So get on our YouTube channel, obviously subscribe to that, even though I just did a whole beg subscribe to the audio. What do you got, Alex?
We also just crossed, as of this morning, 150,000 subscribers.
Really?
Yep.
Let's fucking go. We've been doing solid, man. It's incredible. It's incredible to know where we were at 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And Bloss, I know you're in that parking lot with us. It's just nuts, man. And it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, this Bussin' Football Spring Tour 2022 brought to you by Chevy. That will be coming at you. Nebraska this week, Michigan next week, like Friday and Saturday. And then we're still figuring out the foundation to go out to the University of Tennessee to watch a spring practice, to make content, to have fun on social media, drop you guys these interviews on YouTube, and that'll be a lot of fun. Also, April 24th, the boys are doing their first live show at Zany's. April 24th at the Comedy Club Zany's in Nashville. Our show starts at 4 p.m. I'm telling you guys this now. There are no more tickets. I want to say we sold out in 5 hours. Again, fucking incredible. Taylor and I got to figure that shit out because we can't just go up there. Can't just go up there. Hey, so what do we do? What do we talk about? But we'll have a lot of fun with everybody in the crowd. But yeah, that is on April 24th. That's awesome shit. We're also going to do this little free shout segment. I want to say I hear the boy outside right now. Hopefully he gets his ass in here. Mm-hmm. But now we will get into, we had a legend on, Mike Alstott. I mean, it's pretty set in stone, right? The greatest fullback of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, him. We talked about, Lorenzo Neal. He was a monster. But, dude, watching Alstott highlights growing up, and I was a white running back growing up in the Little League playing around. So Mike Alstott is who you watched in the NFL.
Were you a neck roll guy?
No, but when I created a player all the time, Matt and I was a neck roll guy. But I was like, when we played outside, you know how you always pretended to be players?
Yeah.
I was like Emmitt Smith, Eddie George, Terrell Davis, TD. But the only white dude that took the rock was Mike Alstott. Mm-hmm. And just bulldozing dudes. But he was awesome, man. Mike, he came on. We had a really good time. But we get into, I'll tell you what was interesting is him talking about the differences in Coach Dungy and Coach John Gruden. What else? We got into some good Rich Bisaccia stories because Mike, we have a lot of people in common. Bisaccia was getting started while Mike Allstott was in the league. So there's a lot of coaches and stuff that he was telling a lot of funny stories on. But what other things were we getting into in that episode?
How soft the NFL is.
Oh, yeah. That was tough to sit there. We're kind of feeling each other out. Taylor and I are both sitting in our chairs kind of feeling like this motherfucker wants to call us soft as fuck right now. Because he talks about like the landscape of what off seasons look like now compared to how they did it back in the day. Yeah, we talk about some CBA stuff, how it's evolved over time. But you could tell he's straight blue collar, dude. That dude, back in the day, he just wanted to drink beer and play football.
He's coaching high school right now too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's coaching high school down in outside of Tampa, correct? Outside of Tampa, Florida, I believe. But it's an awesome episode. You guys will love it. Again, subscribe to the pod, follow the pod, subscribe to the YouTube, all the fun stuff. And enjoy the episode, man. Busting with the boys.
Oh, you even got the hat on. Hey, I don't see these numbers rolling, boy. There we go. I got a weird complex about these numbers.
What do you mean?
Well, we're not rolling unless that time is rolling. So now I know we're rolling.
Oh, we're
You know
rolling?
what I'm saying? Because it's a difficult thing when you start a podcast and I just met you for the first time. We're both playing this limbo of foundation. Is this going to be a real friendship or is this like an hour and a half thing we're going to do? And but then you start talking about stuff and it's like, well, we should wait for the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, So what is it? It's like we go through that time right there the whole time?
Yeah.
The timer
this just
essentially,
tells us.
he's got a smaller brain. The time allows
Yeah.
him to know that we've started the podcast.
No, I get
Yeah.
it.
Conkies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
He's
guys
like, so we
big
go into the
deal.
timer there?
help for that. You know that?
Yeah, there's a lot of help for a lot of things that I need to look into right now.
No, I'm
Psychiatrist.
kind of. I have my issues too.
Yeah. What do you do for it?
Try not to think about it.
Well, that's one way to go
Such
about
a
it.
fullback thing to say, too.
Yeah, it's all right. Oh, this? Just the arm facing the wrong way. That'll be fine.
Like,
Slaps it back into
Would
place.
you expect any other answer from arguably the most iconic fullback of all time? Just like, so what do you do
The
about
most
it?
iconic
I just don't think about it.
Who else would be more iconic? The only person that has a chance is
I don't know. I just don't want to disrespect anybody by.
Skansky. Who's the dude from 49ers? Kyle, oh yeah, my
Yeah,
bad.
but
I should have asked Bloss that. Big Niners guy back here. But Juszczyk is he's way more finesse. But he's definitely like a dude that's like, you watch him.
My buddy that, Low Neil Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played with me 1 year. He's a good buddy of mine. Yeah, that he's true fullback right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like us, me, or even the other guys. I don't even think he's touched the ball in 18 years. You know what I mean?
Really?
I mean, so
You talking about O'Neal?
yeah,
Because he was just a blocker?
yeah, but he would get this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you were
Couple
still
touches.
pretty. I mean,
No,
you mowed motherfuckers down.
Yeah, you were a tank.
Like, you're
I
not-
love how humble you are, but like we're over here being kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, I'm talking.
You would go to a Target when you were playing back in the day, and the kid would be like, "Mommy, that's A-Train."
Yeah.
You know, like we're doing that right now, just in front of you, with you,
Yeah, no.
and we're 30.
Yeah.
The old, the old, hey,
And we're 30 right now.
the
so
old
it's a cool
Madden
deal.
games, the late game days in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, this is a good run. But okay, let's talk about you guys. How you doing?
no, dude.
It works. To go back on the head stuff, has that been a problem for you? Is that stuff that you really do pay attention to? That you see guys like head stuff recovering from football after you played for so long?
Yeah, no, I think probably the beginning of the pandemic, 2020, right?
Mhm.
It was something I really focused on, and then the pandemic hit it, and then my daughter, she was like kind of like not vegan, but more organic, and kind of getting some shit going on, and the thing was I kind of got in that realm, and then with these guys, with Tiza, Doc, who is the creator of this, he kind of got that stuff. So I'm anti-aging, worried about now and like taking care of your body and stuff like that. And you'll see it. You'll see yourself. I'm 48 years old, man. So it's like, man, I spent a lot of time in trying not to get seriously like Alzheimer's and dementia and fight that shit. You know what I mean?
It's a scary thing as you
Yeah.
get older, for sure. I mean, I'm 30, he's 32,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking about it all the time. I was telling my one of my buddies back there, when I finished the season, there's like 2 or 3 weeks where I'm like, from a cognitive standpoint, I'm not projecting
Yeah.
my sentences as well. I'm not like cognitively like saying like
You
things
gotta
I wanna
understand though
say.
too. You're getting older, right?
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
You definitely, that hurt to hear, by the way. That definitely, you think you're going to be young forever.
No, no,
We talk
oh,
about
no
this all the
question.
time.
No
Like when
question.
you're like 15, 16 years old in high school and you think, oh, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life.
Dude.
And then you like get older and you're like, you're so brainwashed in the world of football, especially high school, especially college. And then when you get to the NFL, you kind of get a view of like the business and how it really is. But when you're in college,
it's a little different, I think, with what are you going? How many years you in it now? 8?
it's going to be 9.
Oh, wow. And you're similar, right?
Just finished 9.
Yeah,
Year
see?
10. My year 10 boy right
We
here.
might be chasing year 10.
Yeah, no, that's cool. But it's just it was a different era when I played.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like, you know, the business side was there, but we really didn't, you know, look like that. You know what I mean?
You looked at it more for just like the love of the game standpoint.
Yeah,
you feel
love
like
of the game, especially the guys I played with, man. I played with some, my teammates were amazing, you know what I mean? You know, we had Derek Brooks, Rondé Barber, you know, we had Sapp, we had Lynch. We had all these guys that are just like unbelievable Hall of Famers, but, you know, we were really boys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were tight, you know, and stuff, and it was kind of cool, and that's what I missed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I missed that. I missed the locker room. I missed, you know, I didn't get, you know, I didn't get the money you guys got. You know what I mean? It was fighting. I would have played every year though, man, because I had like my last 4 years, I believe, last 3 or 4 years. You know, I was on a 1-year deal. I'm retired for this year. I'm retired for this year. I'm retired for this year. And I would have played until I would have been like Brady and played until I was, you know, whatever until.
Yeah.
And then I blew out my neck, and then I was done. You know what I mean? So it was great though, man. You guys live it up, bro. It's pretty freaking amazing.
When the neck thing happened and they said to you, hey, you're done, or you had to make the decision for yourself that you're done, like what was that? How did you feel? What was that process like, knowing that like, hey, the dream's over?
Well, first of all, 03 it happened. The first one happened, right? So I go out and get
What exactly happened?
Okay, so I herniated 5-6, yeah, C5, C6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Herniated. So I actually was coming through and was going to take on a DB and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, Joe Jervis comes in, and I'm already going at it, right? And he goes in, he's like, block that guy for out, and I hit him. I blew out his knee. I popped my neck, and
2-for-1 special.
yeah. Yeah, so it was that. Then
did you have neck problems before this?
no.
incident?
It's kind of like a zit just ready to burst, you know, volcano ready to just pop,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just
Big thick one hits the mirror when you pop it.
Oh shit, right?
Yeah, them high school boys. That one right in the bridge of your nose, right there on the
that's
bridge of
the
your
worst,
nose.
man. Can't
Hell
hide
yeah.
that shit. So, long story short is we have a bye week. I was getting MRIs, going through all that stuff, and Monday we have a Monday night game, and I don't know what I'm out. I haven't practiced, right? I
Yeah,
haven't But the thing is, once I got loosened up and warmed up, my neck didn't bother me at all.
yeah.
It was only when I woke up and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? You know, and
Trying to
so-
turn over in bed or
I
anything
couldn't do it,
like
bro.
that.
Anyway, long story short is I fly up to Pittsburgh and I meet Maroon, Dr. Maroon. He was a neurologist doctor, and he was a doctor for the Steelers, right? So I go up inside, had the big old film, right? Carrying it in the airport, go up there, and I go one thing to him. I go, he goes, yeah, you're gonna need some surgery. I go, okay. Can I go back? Do I have any risk of paralysis? He's like, no. I said, I'll see you later, doc. I get on a plane, get a private jet back in plane, got a escort to the stadium. I played that Monday night.
No shit. Any chance of paralysis? No. Deuces. See ya.
Appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
You know who his
Go ahead and send me that
you
bill.
know who his trainer was at the time?
No.
Torricelli.
Oh, really? You were was it Todd?
Oh, Todd's best.
He's the best, man.
Todd is the best. And
I was
he's
messing with
mad
him.
at me. You guys,
He was like, he's the
I was supposed to text
tell
him
him.
and
He's
I
like
was
that
coming
motherfucker.
in town,
He's in town.
that Broadway got a hold of me, man.
Oh yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
Were you down there? How long you been in town for?
Saturday morning.
Oh, really? Did you go to the game on Saturday?
Yeah,
Hockey
I went to
game?
hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
Oh.
kind of made it, you know, with you guys and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That hockey stuff, man.
I was
That's
talking
a
about
blast.
he's like the toughest player he's ever been around. Said he literally never come off the field. You only came off because you actually like tore your MCL and you just couldn't really do anything. Said you were also pissed at him for at least a week because you had broke your thumb, I believe. And you looked at Todd and said, "Do not tell Coach Dungy or I will kill you." And Dungy apparently was in the training room, and you can help put the story together. But Dungy comes in and Todd says he just feels Mike staring at him the entire time and watches him say it. And he goes, "Mike didn't talk to me for at least a week."
Oh, no shit.
No, yeah, I recall that one.
Why
But
don't you start with no, then yeah. No, yeah, that's
I mean,
the
yeah,
deal.
that was our relationship. You know what I mean? But it was more. I had that with him, that relationship with him and stuff like that. You know, and I wasn't worried about Dungy so much. I was worried about Gruden. You know what I mean? And because he won't put you in a game plan or something like that. You're hurt and stuff like that. You don't know what's going on, right? And I'm like, you don't tell all these guys. You don't tell anybody. And I go, you tell my running back coach he's cool, and then he'll sneak me in and play, so I look like I'm practicing until I'm good for Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So you're on film, but it's cool. Yeah, Todd, man. Hey, I need a couple of vitamins. You got them and stuff like that? During practice. And, yeah, no, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool dude, man. So
Yeah, Todd's all about helping the boys out, huh? He'll do whatever it takes to make sure the boys can make it to Sunday.
bro, he's the best.
He really
He
is.
was really cool. And again, we built a relationship. His family grew up same age as my family and stuff like that. So it's like we all were in the league at the same time with the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool dude. He's a great dude. Yeah. But so what's your guys' story?
How much time you got?
Yeah. No. Wait. Like, and what I was saying though is like, how's the off season work now?
So the way you explain everything, I mean, it's a lot. The way players are, I feel like it has obviously changed a lot, and you can see it from a bird's eye view anyway. But
But it's like us.
man.
It's like us. Like, what pops in my mind, I always had like Fat February, right?
Mm-hmm.
February, I'd take it off. I'd eat, anything, right? Fat February. And then March 1st was my like, boom.
Started
you know what I
update.
mean? Yeah, and stuff like that. So,
For me, like we were kind of talking about this before the podcast. It's like as soon as the season ends, it's 2 weeks
Yeah.
for me, and I'll eat whatever, do whatever, and that's my probably favorite time of the year.
but the
That's
thing
it's
is,
the best time.
yeah.
Tacos, nachos, huge Mexican guy.
All
No stress.
Love
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Margaritas,
Yeah,
tequila,
I get it.
do whatever you want.
Mhm.
And then but I feel like towards the end of those 2 weeks for me, I get like this. You start looking in the mirror and you're like, what's gonna happen here? Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
Right.
And then you feel like you got to get back after it. 2 weeks is if I go any longer than 2 weeks, I really start to get jittery.
No, yeah. So then when you work out, though, like for us, we're all at the facility.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
Off season.
the whole team, the whole team.
Yeah, it's not like
It
that
ain't
at
even
all.
close to
Not
like
even
that.
close.
We
to
were all
that.
there, man. I mean, everybody was
Like
there.
our strength coach, Frank Pirano, he's a great dude. He's a great strength coach. But I think the way it is now, at least how I feel, is like you spend 6-7 months in the same building
Yeah.
with the same guys over and over
Yeah.
again. When the season ends,
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with that building.
Right.
I want to get the hell out, go recharge the batteries, get back to neutral, and then come back in April, May, whenever OTA's mandatory minicamp is. And then just know that you're fresh in camp and kind of ready to go. Kind of get to the point where you're excited to be back in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
guys carry themselves
So
a
do
lot
they-
like independent contractors now.
Yeah.
It's not like you guys saw it more like probably family, team,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like now guys very much are.
Leadership. Like, I mean, I remember at the time, there's a group of us, like me, Dave Moore, and Jeff Christie. We lived in St. Pete, and stuff. And he's like, hey, how can you guys, we would start just working out in OTA's time. And long story short is, Dungy brought us in and said, hey, how come you guys not there? And stuff like that. I'm like, well, we're doing it now, but we don't like blah, blah, blah. And we made up a couple things and stuff like that. And I go, our family's over there, our kids are there. Just drop them off at school, pick them up and stuff like that. Because we knew he was a big family guy, right? So we leaves those kids on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
You're playing chess with Dungy.
yeah. But he's like, all right. See you tomorrow then, right?
Oh,
Right.
but you gotta text him that from the coach. You're like, fuck, I gotta
So
go.
the coach would talk to you even if you guys, it was the off season. That
Because
was
you got your
still the
decision,
relationship.
we just love to see you around here. And we're like, what does that mean, So that's the type of coach he was. He was like,
Yeah.
hey, let's talk about it. And you're old enough, you'll make a decision. Make sure it's the right one.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. I was gonna say, it sounded like there was a whole lot of talking.
Yeah.
He'll hear you out for a second, but you know what the answer's gonna be at the end.
Mhm. It wasn't like
Yeah.
It was just
What was the CBA like that? What was the CBA like when you were playing? Because if that were to happen now, there'd be a lot of guys snitching on their coaches. Like coaches aren't allowed to say, "Hey, you should be here,"
really.
Or make
in
the
this
right
building.
decision type of
Okay,
thing.
But there's a thing that's like anything else. Voluntary is mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have that rule no more in the NFL.
They
No,
do for
yeah.
OTAs, the OTA period of like April through June, right? Because then you have mandatory minicamp in June. But before that, it's like optional. It's like OTAs.
As the guys got like, when you guys use that card, you know what I mean? You guys play that hand. You guys feel like you're ever gonna get trumped anywhere. You know what I mean? Like this guy is not, he's not a team guy. He's not this or not. Like
That is a worry that you kind of probably play in your head a little bit when if you were to not go. Now, the last 2 years have been funky because this whole COVID thing.
yeah.
So they're like, we're doing like Zoom meetings and we're not really meeting together and stuff like that. So it's kind of been iffy, making it. I think it's becoming the new normal. Where hey, the first couple of weeks of OTAs.
Oh no, it's gonna be like crazy, right?
I think right now we're doing this around the Bush thing. How do you feel about how soft the NFL's gotten since you've been playing?
It is. I was trying to get there. You know what I mean?
I felt it. I was slow dragging it for a while. But how much are you disappointed in how soft it's gotten? Because you're one of those dudes.
I think some of you players kind of feeling it too. Why it's soft though.
It's definitely a softer league in a lot of ways, but it's a weird dynamic because when I go,
we didn't take off the pads.
I know
we didn't take off the pads.
Listen, I get it. I love it.
And maybe it would have gave me, I would have had like, again, 2-3 more years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I only did 3 days in college, bro.
Listen.
Yeah.
That shit's wild.
Right, and it's like
fucking so much.
And as like a newer player, as a newer player, you would sit there and go, well, the money's better now. The quarterbacks are more protected, and it doesn't hurt as much on your body. So like it's kind of a win for us.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at you. You know what I mean?
Listen, yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
You have this stern presence about you. I don't really want to get one way about it.
You know what I'm saying? Just
you're the Dungy thing with you and him. Like what we got going right now. Whatever you say, I'm gonna go, yeah, okay. At the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
How do you guys about voluntarily not going? How do you guys feel?
Yeah, we're like, fuck, maybe we should go.
I think too, like when you talk about getting the extra 2 and 3 years, like over time, past players have set, like every generation helps set up the next generation in a way, right? But at the same time, it also gets a little softer because guys are now taught to see it more like a business because you realize how the team uses all the players like a business. Like you're on your 1-year deal, like you're on your 1-year deals in the back end of your career, and you're Mike Allstott in Tampa Bay. You're a champ, you're a Pro Bowl, you're everything else. And it's like guys before all of us come in and start setting up, negotiating new things to where it puts a little bit more of the, I guess, quote unquote, power, for lack of a better term, like in the hands more of a player. Because if a coach is to talk like that to you, it wouldn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to Taylor. But for bottom half roster guys, probably like myself, if I'm younger, back in my younger days, and a coach is like, yeah, we'll see if you make the right choice. I'm like, fellas, listen, I don't want to turn my back on you guys because I know you want us to kind of hold out and not go in. But my job, I got to fucking go in.
No question.
And now it's kind of gotten to a place to where now the majority of players have are figuring out how to stand together a little bit more. And every year there's like a different challenge and something else.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I feel like that's how now the whole voluntarily
you
be
guys
here.
are playing the whole business game. You know what I mean?
A lot more than the way, you were talking about it earlier.
You're playing the business a little bit more than we're just focused on everything else. And you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, though, you're a rookie, you're a young player and stuff like that. You're around and you're whatever and upcoming and stuff like that. You want to be seen, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how's the question, hey, you working out? Is it just when you come in, you look good, you look fit and stuff like that? They get you?
No, that's how it's been since I've been in the NFL. Since 2014, it's kind of been like after my rookie year, they'd be like, all right, see you in April. And you're like, oh, fuck, I can do whatever I want.
Right.
Go on a bender for a week and a half, wake up. It's like, what day is it? And then you kind of get after it.
I know that. We'd have felt like that.
Yeah, no doubt. Broadway will do it to you. Broadway steals souls.
Right.
It really does. It's like a little mini Vegas, like more like a Bourbon Street.
Yeah, right.
It really is like that. A little cleaner though.
Like, how am I going to look on this podcast? So,
yeah, no, so far you're doing outstanding. but there's definitely a level of like, it's been this way since I've been in it. So for me to say like, oh, it's gotten soft, like not a whole lot has changed since I've been in it.
See, there was one time it was pretty cool. Like, I was telling these guys earlier throughout the week or something like that. And so I think it was 98 when we were right before we go into the 99 NFC Championship game. So 1998, we were hurt, we were banged up middle of the year, right? And all of a sudden, man, we hit Dungey takes pads off. And I was like, holy shit, well, what do you mean take off pads? You all right? You got a fever and stuff like that? You know what I mean? And he didn't care. He never changed his demeanor. It doesn't matter who was it. It was the next guy up, and let's go. You know what I mean? We weren't going to change. But all of a sudden, we were really banged up, and he's like, hey, take off the pads. So we go on an 8-0 run, right? And
8-0 run?
Well, what I'm saying, we went on an 8-game winning streak, right?
Okay, yeah, 8-0 run. Gotcha,
it was like 7 or 8 games. It was like, and we were off the pads the whole year, and all of a sudden, I think it was like, week 16, we get our ass kicked in Oakland, like, 50-0 or something, like 34-0 or something like that, right? Pads on the next day, right?
No shit.
It just didn't, it's just, that's how, I grew up in the league, you know what I mean? It's like you just, especially with Dungey, he was, right? We're not going to stray that plan at all. So
right.
He was pretty cool.
What was the difference between like Dungey and Gruden?
Oh, night and day.
Because Dungey, you guys were in the playoffs a lot with Dungey, and you guys in '99 lost that championship game. Then you guys are, getting the wild card, stuff like that, years after that. Then obviously Gruden comes and you guys win a Super Bowl. But what are the differences with like Dungey and Gruden?
Ooh, yeah, no, it's it went from, how should I say it? it was a big difference. It was a big difference. Mm-hmm. You didn't get in trouble with Dungey. Otherwise, you're gone. Right? We've seen guys. Get a DUI. See you later. You're off the team.
Just like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it was. He was a big guy, man. Hey, you're gonna do it all the time, not some of the time. Mm-hmm. And all the time is the off season too. When you're out in the community and stuff like that, and you're doing all this stuff. And he raised us, man. I mean, he 6 years he coached me. He drafted me, and then he takes over Derek Brooks and Lynch and Sapp and stuff like that. And basically. Again, there was no. Again, we're gonna play football. We're gonna be community people. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and stuff like that. So again, a lot of guys straightened up. You know what I mean?
All right. I hope you guys are enjoying the episode. We interrupt this episode to bring you.
Tough start. Rusty. Tough start.
We interrupt this episode to bring you Get Upside. Shout out Get Upside, no free shout outs. We've got an incredible app everyone who buys gas needs to know about. Get Upside. Our listeners are earning cash back for every gallon of gas that they buy. Awesome side note, JP is a very fond user of this app. JP, can you explain this app a little bit to us? He was like, Get Upside? We're like, yo, get in here and explain what this app is, bro.
Yeah, Get Upside is like the tax return of gas apps. So they have all these participating gas stations where you like put in your location and it shows you there's like a Shell down the street where you can get 15 cents off per gallon of gas. And then you save all that money. And it's not just for gas either. You can use it at the grocery stores and get 30% cash back on it. And then if you delay your check, you get a fat check at the end of the year. With all this money from Get Upside.
That's why you got the deal. You got the deals of the week now.
Hey, Get Upside is top 5.
Damn.
You can use it, get like JP said, get cash back at grocery stores, restaurants, and food delivery. Just use the promo code BUSSIN. That's BUSSIN. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Get Upside than any other product. This includes loyalty programs and credit card rewards. Just use the promo code BUSSIN. No points or loyalty rewards here. Users get real cash and can cash out at any time. Like JP said, maybe you wait till the end of the year and you get a fat ass check. Get Upside also works with other loyalty, cashback, and credit and debit card rewards programs. So that means double the points. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code BUSSIN to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. Just use the code BUSSIN now. That is code BUSSIN. Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool during our young times too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when Gruden came in, we were Brooks was 6 years. I was 7 years. I was 6 years. I think Lynch was 10. You know what I mean? So again, there was, you know, we knew it. It was our team. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Player-led team.
It was. I mean, we controlled our stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was cool. A lot of free agents, they didn't make it at our place, right? You got to come in, you buy in, buck ball. There's no selfishness. There's no talking shit about us, about players and stuff like that. It wasn't like that at all in my 12 years.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You guys ran the show out there like that.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, man. And don't get me wrong. Well, we had some loud personalities. You know what I mean, on our team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
but
you guys had Warren Sapp and
yeah.
you guys had a lot of guys.
Johnson,
Yeah,
Warren
yeah.
Sapp, you know. No, you had some loud personalities and stuff like that, and he controlled that.
Yeah, people get when people are loud, get that mixed up for someone being an I guy and someone being for the boys or
Right,
for the
yeah.
team.
Right.
And if you're loud, doesn't mean you're not in it
Right.
with all of them. So
And I just don't feel like maybe I don't know. You guys live it. Is it not like that anymore? It's because it's so
Is what?
diverse,
Not like
it's
what?
so everybody's so spread out.
I don't think so. I think I mean, when I first got to the Titans, I talk about this all the time on this podcast. When I first got to the Titans, it was the Wild West. People just doing whatever the fuck they wanted, whenever the fuck they wanted. And now, really, since Vrabel's gotten in, the team is really taking
How cool is that,
accountability.
bro?
It's all time.
Dude, that's cool. I mean,
It's crazy because
I was
you
with
see these teams having success. You like the Patriots, you see them having success forever, and you're like, "Fuck, are we ever going to be even good enough?" You know,
well, I played against him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cool to see. You know what I mean?
Did you mow him
He's a-
down?
We're not gonna get there, all right?
Oh, we need to get there
we
a
need
little
some
bit.
tape. Come on, now we need
I don't know.
something.
Yeah,
Hey,
we'll have
you
to-
sawed his ass
Well,
down.
we need
no.
some salt his ass down, dude.
Hey, I don't. So yeah, I was just with Matt Light.
Humble cat, man. Humble cat.
I was just with
Yes,
Matt
sir.
Light, and we were just talking about Vrabel.
Yeah.
Vrabel and you know, the guys out of Flick or Finch out of Ohio State back then too.
Mm.
You know, but yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool to see him do well. Yeah,
Yeah, he's definitely got that attitude that brings brings everybody together.
I'm
When he
sure
first came in-
when you play the New England, it's pretty interesting, huh?
Oh, you can tell Vrabel wants it so bad.
Oh yeah.
But I think the last 3 times we played him, or 4 times we played him, we've won 3. We lost the last time we played him.
Yeah.
Pretty bad, actually. But the first half, we were close. And we didn't have, we were missing a whole bunch of guys in our
You
team.
making excuses up right now?
Yeah, big time.
Sounds like
big
it,
time.
huh?
I think when you get far enough away from a situation, you kind of say whatever you want
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
You're no longer accountable for the remarks.
No, I get it.
I don't know. 2022.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Yeah, the cancel deal.
Yeah,
Little cancel deal out there. But I think Vrabel has done a great job of instilling it, like that kind of attitude.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of guys on the team, younger guys on the team, specifically Jeffrey Simmons, the leadership he brings, and guys are really doing a great job. So
I could see, you know, he just, again, I feel he has that presence around him where, you know, you don't want to screw up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Play for your coach type of thing, you know what I mean?
and we'll touch on this for a second, but it's so different the way he is in the building and the way he is out of the building. Because when he first got to the Titans, everybody had
Oh, he has a
this
big
guy's
old
an
jaw on
asshole
his-
always.
Yeah.
Always got a lipper in, sucking on a vape.
Yeah.
You walk by his car, there's a pack of Marlboros sitting in his center console.
Needs to be these.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about those in a second. But
yeah.
he definitely, when you first met him, you were like, damn. Yeah, this photo, we took that on Saturday. The
Yeah,
coach,
that was
that's
that night.
Will
That was
and
the other
Vrabel.
night.
There you go.
Look at that.
I was like, Ray, what's up? You trying to sign me for year 10? What are we trying to do?
Dude, that's
I started doing
hilarious.
kick slides in front of him, punt sets. He's like, hey, drag hand.
And so, but like in the building, he kills Will when Will was on the team, verbally assaults that poor man.
Mm.
And then outside the building, I think Vrabel is like Will's his favorite player he's ever coached. Gotta be. He's gotta be close.
That's
and you were
cool,
feeling
bro.
that way on Saturday.
I'd tell you what, Saturday, it's just a weird mind fuck, dude. Like, you understand the presence he has in the building, right? And then we'll be in the offseason. I won't even be on the
Good analogy.
and I won't even be
Mind
on the
fuck.
Yeah.
And I won't even be on the team, and he'll hit me up and what are you up to? Talk about our vacations and this and that. I'm thinking, I didn't know this dude really like mess with me like that, just because he's like a stern. And then as I came back on the team for my second stint, he would look at like my social media and stuff like that and bring it up. Let's see what our social media marketer wants to do today or what he do last night. But yeah, he busts balls, man, with the belt. You never want to be in a
No.
one of those verbal altercations with him, because
that's
like,
what Matt Light
he's
said.
my
Well,
boss.
it's
So-
tough too, because if you kind of get on him too much, then he'll flip the script on you
And talk
Like,
about
you
how
chirp me,
you know,
and then I
how
chirp
shitty
you
you can play as a
and then
player.
And he'll be like, "Hey, listen, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
Like, what are you
yeah,
making
how
a big deal of it?" And you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're just fucking around right now.
Yeah. Like,
But
hey,
he'll
block
flip that.
so and so.
Yeah.
All right, now you're just bringing up fucking tape. Like,
Yeah.
goddamn, dude.
Remember when you gave up a sack 3 weeks ago? It's like, dude, what are we?
Yeah.
What kind of weird shots are raining down on me
How
right
about
now?
be a better linebacker than you were in week 2. It's like, oh, okay, that's a fucking. I took that one hurt a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Straight bullets, dude. You're just keeping those holstered.
So you, like, how was it with you this year, man? You gotta fill me in. I haven't talked to my boy
So-
Versace. You know,
Yeah, so Versace, I went there probably toward the end of the year in November. He FaceTimes me, calls me up because we had just busted each other's balls about saying Happy Thanksgiving and stuff to each other. So he calls me up. I think he's calling me to like bust my balls again about something. So I'm ready to like give it back to him. He's like, hey, are you in shape? I was like, I can play. And he goes, for real, don't fuck with me. Like, could you play special teams if you had to? I was like, yes, I can play. And he's like, all right, I think we're going to work something out. Anyway, long story short, I ended up going out to the Raiders. But being with Versace when he was the interim head coach after everything that went down with Gruden, like, it was awesome being out there with him, man. You know Versace, he like, you would fucking like
dude,
Mike Allstott a wall for that man.
No question. No question.
He's the best, bro. I mean, you can speak on him more. He wanted me to bring up.
I mean, we call him Muff Mouth and stuff like that. With his freaking little goatee, right? And so,
Yeah.
Muff mouth.
yeah, he came in.
Yo, he said he's like, ask him how I ended up locked out of my room at 2 a.m. in the morning in my underwear. He said, ask him about that. Ask him about, okay, we'll go one at a time.
About?
So we're at camp, and then me and Jeff Christie, my center, I always hung out with you fuckers. I don't know why. You know what I mean? Right? You O linemen guys.
The O-linemen,
Got to.
they're the
Yeah.
best. The O-linemen are
They
like
are the best.
bro.
No, you guys are, no question, man. But the thing is, we come back. We're in camp, and we come back from across the street, and we had a couple beers, right? And so
Yeah.
we were just getting feisty, getting on his door. So we're banging on his freaking door, right? Banging on his door, and all of a sudden he runs out and like freaking jumps at me and tries to take me out and stuff like that, right?
He's a crazy motherfucker, now,
Right?
Versace.
So
He just jumps at him and is like,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
he comes out of the room, runs on, and freaking tries to, get his shot in, right?
Yeah.
And then go back in his room. The fucking door is closed. He has no key. I
Was
mean,
he
he's
just wearing just in his underwear?
Yeah, just in his skimpies. And you go to get a key. I'm like, you go with key. I'm going to my room right here. You go get your own key. So he had to go all the way down and get his another key. And
He comes out to get you, and you're like, all right, fuck off. You go back to your room. And he goes,
Yes,
just sitting out there in his underwear.
yeah.
God, that's hilarious.
This fucking small Italian man, just
Oh, he's great. He's
How
the
little
best.
is he? Little like
best.
that?
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, he's not that big.
He's
he wears his like Peaky Blinders, the what is it, the paperboy hat, newsboy
Yeah.
hat. He wears that around the games.
I don't think that's a technical term, but I knew exactly what you were saying when you said it.
You know, small Italian's got the accent, fucking will motherfuck you, and he's
Yeah.
got his little hat on and
Got
stuff.
a gold chain, absolutely has a cross on it.
Yeah,
There's
100%.
no question about it.
He is. So it's funny, man. When he first came in and he's doing his special teams meeting, like at the old $1, it was crap, right?
Mhm.
We had all our team meetings in our locker room, and so everybody's got to be on special teams. So we'll have a special teams meeting, and stuff. I remember him talking to us, man. He was like just scared and nervous and everything. He just came out of Clemson or something like that, right? He came out of-
Yeah.
It was like Gruden.
Right.
Gruden brought him in the league.
Right.
Hired him, and so I get on him all the time because he's all nervous and he's stuttering and stuff like
He
that.
said to bring that up.
Yeah.
You always getting on his ass.
Yeah, so,
Oh, I cannot wait to have this as a clip. Hey, Versace, man. He said, he said the same thing. Like, we're talking about all the like off-season stuff, training, like how guys are now, like what they were like back then, what they're like now. He was like, dude, he was talking about Mike, like being there at 5:30 in the morning, doing running back drills, then going in the weight room all before the day starts.
Jesus.
And it's just so much different. So, like, I sit here and it's like the same thing, right? He seems like one of those like badass old school dudes that you're kind of like, damn, we're kind of soft in front of this man.
Yeah.
You know
There's
what I mean?
definitely like a feeling you have. You're like, man, am I worth it?
Yeah. Do you look
you guys
down?
know I'm here, right? You guys know I'm sitting right here, right?
Do you?
Am I worth it in front of this man?
We're having a therapy session.
It's a joke. It's a
Fucking,
joke. It's a joke.
but do you?
Right,
Do you? Maybe it's not look down, but do you look down at players the way we are now?
You definitely been sitting in your living room before and be like, these fuckers are so
Well,
soft now.
I think what's interesting too, because you're a head coach, right? You're you're a head coach, so you're like instilling a lot of values and trying to like tell guys what it really is. But obviously, like we're kind of our generation's more the example for them now, and you're kind of trying to communicate with them in a good way. So I do think it's interesting, like how
to each his own type of thing. You know what I mean? You guys didn't, you didn't create what the situation is for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, and so when I was, coming up, that's the way the situation was. You know what I mean? So again, can't blame you, but
You feel like it's more like
just don't be that soft guy. You know what I mean?
right, yeah. Do you feel like it's more of like these guys need to appreciate like what they're actually getting to do? More so than it is like, hey, I understand everything's a business, but fuck, you guys are playing in the NFL and living your dream. Like, the love of the game.
There has been since I retired, and probably in the last 5 years, I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? All right, you kidding me? One situation, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
The taunting rule is
I
the
mean,
first thing that
it's
comes to my
kind of
mind.
like, it's like, man, appreciate where the frick you're at, because before you're over it, because I cried like a little baby when they told me I couldn't put the pads on no more. Right, 34 years old, I'm crying in my room, like a little baby, and you fuckers don't even want to suit up and play. So during
He's talking to you. He's talking to you.
no, no,
He's like staring at me like,
no, just in,
You don't want to hear 10? You don't take it seriously?
no, just in situations, and it's nothing, But again, we were, work hard, play hard type of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
dog, that's what's nuts to me is because I'll be hearing some stories and stuff like that and talk about how, you would have a few the night before and be able to do all this shit. And it blows my mind, like the fucking type of animal that is.
I feel like there's a level
You know
of
what I'm
getting
saying?
clouded. Like the more the world evolves and there's so much more information given to us, we
Oh, yeah,
know
no
more
question.
shit about like how to take care of our bodies. But on the other hand, like if we didn't know any better,
Right.
we'd still be doing the same shit. We would just be drinking beers or whatever, and wouldn't think twice about it. Like we sit here and go,
Doing double days
It'd be
after
crazy.
fucking getting sauced when like going hard and
Yeah.
fucking with
How about this,
Versace at
right?
night or something
Right.
like that. It's like, that is just wild to me. Like I couldn't even think about doing that shit.
right, some guy jumps at me in his underwear, and the next day I'm just doing double days.
Like if Mike came up, hey, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If Mike came up, hey, Taylor, you guys trying to hit the bar? It's like, hey, I'm trying to be ready for practice tomorrow. I can't function that way. It's like, all right,
Right.
pussy. And then he comes out and starts
Will
mowing people over the
didn't
next
go out
day
with me
of
on
practice.
Saturday.
He doesn't?
I asked him to come out with me on Saturday. I was like, hey, you're about to have a kid.
How come you didn't
Let's
ask me to
go
go
out.
out?
Well, I didn't even have your number. And this is the first moment we've met, right?
We would have known you were there. I'm sure we would all been together at some point.
I didn't know you were there. But we went out and got pretty rowdy. And, as the game was in, I'm like, Will, let's go out. Let's go. Like, as soon as you're going to have a baby and you're not going to be able to go out. I know.
He has a leash.
Yeah. Oh, it's tough. Hey, it's hard.
Hey,
Hard. What are you
listen,
going to say to that?
I'm just saying I had been day drinking all day long, man. I knew what it was. Like I knew when we went out, the fun, the peak of the night was at Nissan Stadium for us.
Yeah.
We were so rowdy. We were yelling. I was already losing my voice. Thank God I got it back for this pod. But it's like, I knew if I went out, we were going to be standing there and it was going to be like 2 a.m. And it's like,
You don't have to explain, brother. All right? You don't have to, bro. Just say, man, I went home.
yeah.
I wanted to go home.
You're right. You're right, man.
Petted the fuck out of
He
you,
did,
dude.
man. What an honor, though.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we'll have it.
What a fucking honor. Yeah. Oh, one of our favorites, Georgia Boot. Shout out Georgia Boot. No free shout outs. The world's most comfortable boot. And for over 80 years, Georgia Boot has been making America's hardest working boot. Tough enough for your job, cool enough for everything else. Georgia Boot makes super good looking and super comfortable boots. So comfortable, you never want to take those boys off. I like looking good, and even when I'm working, playing football, whatever the case may be, mowing the yard, grilling, these boots do everything. It has the comfort technology of an athletic shoe packed into a great looking boot. Every time I'm wearing these boots, the boys are always asking, Comp, can I get a pair? Can you give me a free pair instead of just giving me this awesome discount code that I'm going to give you? My answer is no, because you got to go to the website. Whether you're working on your feet all day, working around the house, or grilling out with your boys, these boots don't sacrifice any comfort or style. They offer the best work boots, wedges, and loggers around. And whether you need a waterproof boot, steel toe, soft toe, square toe, Met Guard, non-puncture shank, non-slip sole, they've got it all. Head over to georgiaboot.com and use code BUSSIN, BUSSIN, for a generous 20% off.
What a great transition to. What is this stuff?
Oh man, this stuff bomb. Here we go.
Yeah. So what
So
are we
Tiza.
talking about here?
All right, we got Tiza, right? So it's an alternative stimulation, right? What do you dip?
I used to dip. I like I like the
so-
Is
nicotine
my
ones.
closer?
Oh my bad. So
Green energy.
So there's a different one. So with them, there's energy ones. So they're all herbs and supplements and stuff that there's CBD in them. Some has CBD in them, stuff like that. So it's basically an alternative dip, right? And has all natural stuff. And again, us dippers, back in the day, the stimulation is, having something in your lip and always
Yeah.
so,
That
yeah,
oral
so-
fixation.
Right, exactly. So we have a healthy dip, right?
No nicotine, no
Does this
tobacco.
mess me up or no?
Say it again.
Is it gonna mess me up?
I think it'd be all right.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking. His threshold might be a little different than yours, Paul.
I think you'd be all right. Fuck. Okay.
So again,
We won't
what does that
mention the
mean?
competitor out there. We won't mention the competitor at all. But this is just like the healthiest alternative because everything's
yeah, like,
everything's
hey,
organic.
you want, yeah, everything's organic. Everything's healthy. Everything's green tea, and herbs and vitamins and stuff like that. And then we
Yeah.
throw some CBD in there and stuff like that. But there's different levels of it, right? Blue cans, they're for more chilled, right? And then the green ones and the wintergreen and stuff like that, they have a little bit more, natural.
Energy pack of 25.
yeah,
Want to
there
put
you
one
go,
in?
bro.
Want to try one?
I don't know. I'm not a
There's no
dipper.
tobacco or nothing.
Not a
in this.
dipper.
You don't need a spit though. That's the thing is.
Hey, you know what I'm going to? Because fucking Mike Allstott.
Why
Doctor formulated. So some of these have CBD in it.
yeah, let me think here.
None of these here have it. No.
I'll get them to you.
CBD is one of those things that
I'll get it to you,
one is
brother.
I really don't
What flavor's
understand.
that?
It's wintergreen. CBD is one of those things I really don't understand why the NFL isn't like, go ahead, go do it, like just try it,
Yeah.
because it's like,
Everybody else has, haven't they?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it to say yes or no,
Here we go.
but I do think that like,
Hey, you don't need to chew on it, right? It'll explode in your mouth and you'll be like, ugh.
What do I need to just put in? Just put it in the
your
lip.
right here.
How do you do it, Mike? Allstott. Dude, did you happen to when was your last year? What year was it?
07, but so again, I had surgery, right? So we're getting back. You know how everything plays around with this. So that's the world that you'll come familiar with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Topics, right? And then all of a sudden, you'll remember it later. You know what I mean?
yes,
Right. But it's about, again, getting old and maybe a lot of head hitting, you know what I mean? So, but I come back.
Buddy, you bang that fucking head.
Yeah.
I mean, you've
You
seen
did
the
too, what are you
highlights. eh?
talking about?
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure. But hey,
dip
come
the
on,
shoulder
don't
guy.
no, come on now.
yeah, did the shoulder, ankle,
No,
fucking tackle.
no, don't disrespect
Every time
me
I
like
blocked
that.
Will, that's how he's trying to get away from me.
Don't disrespect me like that because
College, NFL.
I'll
every
probably
time.
put Mike on his fucking back. Hey, yeah, this shit does this does some
But
different
no,
stuff.
okay, hold on. One more thing about the pouch, and I definitely want to get back to that. There's nothing in here that's gonna like.
No,
like,
no,
there's
no, no, no,
nicotine,
no, 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 no,
tobacco,
no, no,
nothing.
nothing.
So
No,
what
no.
do you get out of it? Just the idea of being able to.
Well, I kind of,
I'm getting
I get
off
those.
cue.
I'm trying not to think of those bad thoughts of what tobacco does to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Gives you a little
Stimulation,
spike in
I get it
energy.
in there. You know what I mean? And then you know what? Got that stimulation that I've been used to by dipping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. When my dad would try to quit tobacco, he would put like raw oats in his mouth and his lip because at that back then there wasn't an alternative. Obviously now
Right.
there are.
And plus, it's healthy, brother.
Yeah. All right. Just asking questions. I want to learn more about the product. It's healthy, brother. All right.
But
Yeah.
Versace, what a king, man. I'm really I'm sad for him. You know what I mean? He tried like years and years and years to get that head job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, even like college, he wanted to be the guy that he was this year, right? And then
Right.
I was just shocked they didn't retain him maybe for
I mean, it's good to-
another year and do what he did and through the circumstances he went through. You know what I mean?
Brought the boys to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Especially with the interim head coach, like that obviously is rare
Because
for what just happened.
Wherever he goes, I mean, I don't know what he got paid, right? But he got paid like handsomely to go to the Packers, right?
Yeah.
And be the special team coach. I mean, he's that type of quality coach. You know, he always has that HC, you know what I mean, next to him, you know what I mean? Assistant head coach, you know? He's just a great dude, man. I mean, you love him, bro. You love that.
Everything
fucker.
Will told me about him during the season when we were watching that Raiders-Bengals
He'd fuck
playoff
with you,
game.
too. He'd fuck with you hard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that means a lot coming from you, Mike Allstott. Thank you. Just playing it up at this point.
Yeah.
But no, dude, that's I've heard only good things about him. He seems like a dude. He was telling me like the Raiders guys would be like, he was really hard on dudes, but then would just also like take you to the side and tell you how much he
he
loves
likes
you.
to talk. He likes to get after it. And
How would you explain that? Because he'll motherfuck the shit out of you, but also like, you know how personable he gets too. I don't know, because I try to explain it to people.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's
it's
tough
like,
on you. It's like, oh, he's fucking tough on you, but at the same time, you just know.
And I think maybe he's one of the reasons my neck hurt, because I think he likes his White Russians and stuff, man. And then we were at the freaking when we won the Super Bowl, we had a big old party, and I think he must have headbutted me 100 times that night. Boom! I'm like, really?
He said he goes, ask him who had the hardest headbutt.
Him. But he does it like sneaky, you know what I mean? And like,
Just sneak up on you and headbutt you.
yeah.
But hey, Mike, come down here real quick. Bop you.
Yeah, good dude, man. Family's great. Sounds like you guys got some good head coaches, man. That's cool.
Yeah, Vrabel definitely.
All starts
does
that way,
it.
you know what I mean?
I can't believe Bisaccia didn't get a job, but yeah. After everything you guys have said, both of you have said.
Yeah, I think and it's crazy too, right? Like he was a generation before us, and he still got Bisaccia stories, and you still. I'm not the only one saying all this stuff, or the Raiders players. Like you're talking about somebody who played for him in Tampa, speaking the same way about him. Did you ever leak into playing with Adam Hayward?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Oh, Adam, yeah.
So Adam was my
Adam
I would
right
say
now,
like
yeah.
big brother mentor whenever he came to Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Because he came to Washington, he was like, hey, Con, man, if you're going to fucking make it in this league, like, you got to know how to play special teams. Because I was always solid at backer, but special teams was more of a learning curve because I never played it in college.
Oh, yeah.
And Adam was like a savage on special teams.
Oh, yeah.
You got any wild stories? Because that's a crazy
I
motherfucker,
don't
too.
have none. He was a younger, and if I did, I don't even remember, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just you know, great dude though, man. And that's kind of like how it was. Like Shelton Corals, our middle linebacker when we won the Super Bowl in 03, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was a special team guy he was a special team guy for 5 years, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he came from Connecticut, but you linebackers, you better make your way at special teams.
Yeah, if you're not a superstar like, you know, in Tampa, like Devin White or Levante David, your ass better be on special teams playing everything.
Yeah. So you guys get paid a lot, too, for those special team roles. Like a shitload of money nowadays.
Compared relatively maybe to back in the day.
Yeah.
What's the special team you get paid now?
I think it depends. I think maybe the best guy to look at would be like Slater, right? Who's played on New England.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame special teams guy.
If you're somebody who makes their hay on special teams and you're there, say you're a linebacker and you're going not to be a starter and you're going to be a depth guy and you're just going to play teams, you're looking at probably 2 to 4 a year. If you're a stud.
Yeah.
2 to 4. Coach.
Sick? Is that
This motherfucker, he makes 16 a year.
Oh, no. I'm mad at him, too.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing either.
He don't even know how to have this conversation. He's like, I mean, is that good?
No, I'm
Like,
actually asking, like, is
I
that like
fought
what
for
the
$1 million
numbers?
in my last 4 years.
you said what? What was it?
My last 4 years, I played for $1 million every year.
Yeah,
Isn't
man,
that fucking
is
wild?
so nuts, bro.
How the market's just gone up like crazy.
Right. And
It's
you
like-
got, you know, him.
No,
The
but
only
I'm
difference-
not mad at you guys being damn.
No. The only difference is like when we were born. Like that's like literally the only thing that is fucking different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Do you think
If you were
When you're
playing- if
born.
you were playing right now, like I was just born later than you, and so I was like, the market's just gone up. But if you were playing now, imagine if you're in year 6 right now.
I don't know if it would be I don't know if the game would want my position, me. You know what I mean? In that way.
Do you actually
think
not
that-
think that, or like knowing what your
I
skill set
disagree.
was?
I disagree, and here's why. I think running the ball is actually coming back. Titans are doing it. Where you see the way the Packers run it. You see the way the 49ers run it. Like it's not power ISO football anymore. It's like wide zone, but you still need that fullback. We had a guy, Torrey Carter, 44, who's like young, was a rookie this past year. He's got your type of vibe. A work hard, play hard type dude, and gets the fuck after cats. Tries to end dudes.
Yeah.
And I think that is actually making a turnaround. Like 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was you're throwing 50 times a game.
Yeah, right.
There's no reason to have a fullback. There's really no reason to have more than 3 tight ends on a team. You're in 11 personnel the whole time. And now it's really become the teams that are having a lot of success on offense. You see a good balance of running the ball and passing the ball.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's transitioning back. So I do think if you were playing right now, there'd be a big commodity for you.
Yeah. What man, you got a stud behind you, huh?
Was that? Oh, Derek?
Derek.
Oh yeah, man.
Dude, rolling ball
Oh,
butcher knives.
Holy
See what he
cow.
is.
Wow.
It's wild too. Well, the way he runs, because he's so big and strong that dudes take bad angles on him, and he's fast as shit. And then guys are so worried about getting run over, he just gives him that little bank.
No,
It's
yeah.
unreal.
No, it is. It's amazing being the size he is, speed, and then being able to do the things. It's crazy.
It's wild, like because everyone's living their own movie, right? So like when you got in the NFL, you're like, it's a Mike Allstott world, and you're kind of like doing your own thing and trying to figure out your legacy.
Right.
And Derek's the only person, and I have like these goggles on of like, how's my legacy gonna look? He's the only person I've seen being like, wow, it's fucking cool to like watch somebody and be able to call them a teammate because like how great they're gonna be.
Oh yeah.
I think that Derek's that dude. He's a dude that when it's all said and done, he's gonna be easily the best running back in Titans history,
Oh yeah.
Titans Oilers history, and then I think he's got the shit to wear that jacket.
He's gonna get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Again.
if he didn't get hurt this year, and listen, Vrabel's gonna murder me for this, and that's where he pauses the tape and goes, "Well, then you shouldn't have said it." And now we're unpausing the tape, so he doesn't have to pause the tape anymore. Hey, but that dude, if he didn't get hurt last year, he would have murdered that record. I believe that. I believe that in my heart
Yeah. Yeah.
because he was on a roll. So, and the dude's work ethic is crazy.
That's
so.
cool to hear.
Oh,
That's music to my ears.
If
You know
Derek
what I mean?
rushes
Because
for
then
only-
it's like good. You see these guys and like holy shit, right? And blah blah. But he puts it in.
Oh, he puts it in, then something. Like if Derek rushes for like, I don't know, 110 yards, he won't talk to anybody for a week because he's fucking pissed.
Yeah.
He'll rush for 60 in the first half and be pissed off.
I would just hit you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
It's your fault,
No fucking down.
right?
Oh, dude, I'll miss a block and
Hey, what's
he'll
the?
get tackled in the back and he'll go to me
Come
the
on,
side and be
man.
like, hey, what happened?
Hey, what did he buy you for Christmas?
This year,
Oh, come on, you can't remember?
no, I remember because he got hurt
Not
this
that
year.
good then, huh?
He got hurt this year, but the year before that, he got his Rolexes.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nice little
Did you
deal.
buy
My
your own?
son's out there right now going, hey, where's that Rolex? He's,
Yeah.
he's a very watch
Did
guy.
you ever buy your own lineman gifts for Christmas?
Yeah. We did different stuff, you know what I mean? TVs or whatnot, you know what I mean?
You
Stuff
remember?
Like that. I didn't know.
It's
I
not
can't.
been that good, you know?
I didn't have, that. But anyway, yeah, I took care of him. I was more like, let's go out and hang out, and you know what I mean, and have some pops, you know what I mean, stuff like that, you know what I mean.
Yeah, have some
So,
pops.
Yeah, but then when Cadillac rushed for 1,000 yards his rookie year,
Dirty.
right, and he brought us some nice watches too.
Yeah.
Some.
It's like the move, the
Yeah.
watch thing.
Yeah, right.
I told him, I was like, you win you get that record. We need some Teslas.
No,
The boys need Teslas.
yeah,
He just laughed at me and walked away. And I was like, I'll take that as a hard maybe, you know?
right.
But dude, Derek, he's awesome, man. He's cool. He's like, he's just different. And
That's
it's
cool.
you know how
Yeah.
like everybody nowadays with social media, everyone says, God's choice. This guy's different. Derek's just legit a different dude.
Right. No, yeah.
And
You can
cool.
see it. You can see it. I mean,
And now, like, I think with all the instant gratification, like if you have a good game, when you were playing, it wasn't like worldwide news. It was like, hey, you had a good game. Let's keep moving forward. Now, guys have one good game. It's all over ESPN. It's all over social media. Oh, this move.
and-
And with Derek, he just doesn't seem to phase him. Like he's got the talent and the instant gratification, but his work ethic is stupid.
yeah. And that's what people behind the scenes appreciate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they see him and they talk about that. You know what I mean? Like you are.
Yeah.
Right now and stuff like that. But stupid, crazy. He's got a good one, man.
Do you actually think like with your skill set, you wouldn't have been somebody that was valuable in this league today?
I'm not. The way I see the offense is being played, no. I mean, like if
Did
I
you
go
run
to,
for 1,000
if
one
I go
year?
to- man, you bring out some bad situation. I was 40 yards from breaking the. How many people? And this is
How dare you bring this up, Will?
yeah.
I'm just
I was
saying, like-
970 and 99, and like 30 or 40 yards away from it, right? But now, because I look at it like, man, how many people has ever broken 1,000 yards in the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, but
It's got to be worth a Google right there.
right. But the thing is, I was so close, but we got rings and everything and made up for it. You know what I mean? So it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you see offenses like what the Titans have and everything else. It's like, obviously, I think your value would still hold pretty true.
We would take you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We'd take you in a heartbeat, no question.
I don't know about that. You got to ask the other guy.
Who's the other guy? Tori?
No, your boss maybe, right?
John?
Or
John Robinson?
John Robinson, yeah, John Robinson, the GM.
That's our GM.
oh,
No, listen, I mean, he's Mike Allstott wants to play. He'd probably be like, yeah, a guy like that who's just going to go and roll over dudes. I mean,
dude, we've all seen the goddamn highlight tape.
so going back
there's literally like, you can have all the talent in the world, but you have the intangible of you're just willing to put your face on somebody and end them. And so there's really there's no supplement for that. Like you're going to make in the league. Listen,
There's not, man.
He always said, and end them.
fucking end them.
Yeah.
Like if not, play special teams, end that dude.
All right.
And then you got dudes looking there, hey, we got to double this guy. Pick one, end him.
I think that's the beauty was of our team though, is like everybody knew their role,
Yeah.
right? Nobody tried to get outside their cylinder of their responsibility of that team, you know what I mean? And everybody kept their mouth shut and we stuck it was amazing. It really was amazing, our locker room and how tight we were.
A lot of chirping out there, boys. There's a lot of talk right now about Whistle Pigs Piggyback Rye Smash craft cocktails in a can. These boys right here, way better than a seltzer. What's crazy is I know I've talked heavily about the fresh ginger lime because day one, I said that was my favorite. However, I was trying them straight out of the box. I wasn't putting them on ice. I wasn't putting them in the fridge. Dude, I swear to God, last week when we were at my baby shower and I tested all three of them again, Blackberry Lemon Fizz. That shit is nice. Yes, that's the one. I don't think there's anything like this out there. It's so refreshing, bold, balanced. Whistle Pig's take on a more flavorful seltzer, and it is at 8% alcohol. The fruit in it is barrel-aged in whiskey barrels, giving it those subtle whiskey notes. You guys know the boys are big whiskey guys, and this is my go-to. The Whistle Pig Rye whiskey that they just sent an incredible bottle of Boss Hog 7, but all Whistle Pig's whiskeys are incredible. And now they're getting in the cocktail in a can game, and we love it. We got an exciting promo for the boys from our friends at Whistle Pig. Use code THEBOYS22 to receive 10% off your order at cans.whistlepig.com. St. Patty's Day's coming up. Stock the fuck up, boys. I don't know if I can cuss, so I gotta kind of bleep myself out right there. The Boys 22, that is THEBOYS 22 to get 10% off of your order at cans.whistlepig.com. Use again, blah blah blah. Use the code THEBOYS to receive a generous 10% off. Get ready for St. Patty's Day. Stock up. Do it for the boys and do it for the pig
and stuff like that. So, but when I got hurt, finishing that story, I got hurt in 2003 and I had a fusion. Right, so I did go back to Maroon and get the fusion, and I fused 6 and 7. Then I came back and played, 4, 5, 6, and I was going into 7th training camp, and knew it happened eventually, just didn't know when again. You know, I herniated C3, C4, I believe, and that's what made me stop. But again, what a great game. You know, this thing is, you guys are fortunate, bro, and you know what I mean. It's pretty cool, man. You know what? Take it for everything.
Oh, I know, man. It is crazy. Like we've all gotten to play at the highest level of football. Like a game you're out in the front yard, and for me it was like
football, bro. There's so many guys and those kids. They're like, I'm like, what's your list of schools, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you want me to contact, whatever. And it's like, all right, just give me 10 or 15. And you look at the list, and you're like, you kidding me?
Yeah.
All right, you're this level guy. So you know what I mean. But we are that guy. You know what I mean. You know that. I think a lot of people take it. When I got hurt, that's when I really opened my eyes and said, you know what, I can't take this for granted. No more.
Right.
You know what I mean. And I wasn't taking it for granted, but you just didn't understand when it's gone. It's gone. You know what I mean. And I was insane in my ways though, that I would have played forever. But some people aren't like that. Kind of like, oh boy, that just retired from the Bucks.
Oh yeah, the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? He
He's
just
all
said,
pro, wasn't he? Or a Pro Bowler?
Yeah, he just said, see you later. 7. I don't know why. I haven't heard it yet. But
7 years. We're talking about Aaron Donald retiring too.
oh wow.
I don't know if he is. I mean, the rumors or whatever is that he's gonna be like McVay. Like McVay's coming back apparently.
If McVay's coming back, he's gonna come back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like an Andrew Whitworth. You know, the left tackle for the Rams. He celebrated his 40th birthday in December. Then won a Super Bowl after winning Walter Payton Man of the
Being
Year.
in the trenches.
Oh, man, he was, holy smokes, that was an unbelievable speech, huh?
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, he crushed it, man.
Dude, I mean, it was like giving me goosebumps. It was like, whoa, bro.
Dude.
He's a well-spoken man.
Dude, he's an incredible person too. Like the first time I met Andrew was at the Pro Bowl, and I like brought like my family out, and I was like, let's go dinner on me. And there was this nice restaurant connected to the hotel we're at, and Whit kind of stopped in, shook my hand, said hello, and I had like 10, 15 people with
That's
me.
cool, man.
And I was like, hey, everyone get whatever you want. Like, it's on me, blah, blah, blah. Well, the check comes and they go, oh, Mr. Whitworth took care of it for you. And he just walked up to me and said, hey, congrats on your first Pro Bowl. I was like, fuck, how cool is that?
Ooh, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That gives me goosebumps right there.
It was like him. It was him in year 10, I think, Joe Thomas in year 9, and me. And I was like, a kid in the candy store, like, these are the dudes.
Yeah,
These are the two guys like you look up to and watch. And it was just awesome to be a part of. That first one was the coolest one by far.
Cool. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Hawaii was cool.
We didn't do it. They did it in Orlando.
Oh, man, you didn't get to do
No. The first one I made was the year they stopped doing Hawaii.
Oh, man.
Hawaii was awesome.
Yeah. And yeah, Hawaii's, it's beautiful. I mean,
What kind of like events and setups did they have for you guys? Just like kind of do what you want.
so everything's right on Iolani hotel campus and stuff like that, and it's kind of off the strip in the northern part, I think, of there, and they have a big old lagoon and everything like that, and it's just we took over the whole thing. The NFL took it all over. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
So they had practice fields out there, and so it's secluded and stuff like that, and it has its own private beach for families that take little ones too and stuff like that, whatnot, right? Or they had the pool, and there's guys drinking at the pool bar, there's people on the beach, just everybody was everywhere was there.
Yeah.
Having
Having all under one roof is the best, because then you get these guys who you played against or dudes that you look up to or guys at your position.
Like Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody stayed at the resort. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this.
And you guys,
Yeah.
you guys being in Orlando, let's go see Mickey, let's go see Minnie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're going to Disney World, right?
It was a cool experience from the standpoint that everyone was under the same hotel, which was really cool.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
there was like kind of one bar.
Right.
So at night we were all at the same
that's
bar
cool.
drinking,
That's
having
cool.
a good time.
Yeah.
You get to meet a lot of guys and kind of make relationships.
Yeah.
But they like Universal Studios. They'd shut down Universal Studios for a
Oh.
night.
Oh.
And so it was
yeah.
just you and the families and no waiting in lines, nothing like
Yeah,
that.
that's
And
pretty sweet.
they did a really good job.
They could have opened up more roller coasters, to be honest. Because he like took me as part of his crew and stuff, and we were out there like, oh dang, it's all opened up, Universal Studios, and some
Yeah.
of the stuff they kind of shut it off. It's like, oh, hey, thanks for bringing me, Taylor. This was great, man. I'm just kidding.
That's cool. That's a great story about
Dude, he's since that day I've just admired him. I liked him before and I was a fan of his.
Yeah, I mean,
I've admired the
right?
guy. What he does in the community, the way he handles himself.
How many years is this?
16, 17.
Oh, okay.
Because I think
He's
he
played a
came in
long
older.
time.
He played, he was like a 5th-year senior.
Okay.
Then he got drafted. I think he was drafted in the 2nd round. Played the Bengals for 11 years and then played at the Rams for 6. I had 2 different lives. Just crazy.
What's his story? Like, are you going to continue? Or is he
I think
writing off
he
his
hasn't said anything yet, but
I think he's
I think he's
probably-
done. Like,
I mean,
while
you go out on a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
40 years
he was in
old.
a Super Bowl and Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
There's no.
Oh, no.
He got
no.
hurt last year.
All right.
And everyone thought he was going to retire then, and he comes back. And he just plays. And you know what, dude? He played well. It's not like he was like a liability. He played fucking good all year long.
Right.
Dude's played 239 games, started 235 of them. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Do you guys got anything? I know we could probably gotta wrap up
Yeah.
here soon. What do you guys got for Mike?
Seeing the game is softer today. Who are some guys that you do like, though, how they work out there?
Well, now you're putting me on a spot. I don't follow that much.
Are there any fullbacks that you look at that feel like are kind of like a style you like? I know they kind of seem like a dying breed, but
you know, the kid from San Francisco, you know what I mean, still keeping it going a little bit, you know, with the athleticism and stuff, you know what I mean, and get involved in the game. But you know, it's just I don't follow too much anymore. You know what I mean? It's just I think, man, that's how I was growing up too, man. I was in my own world. You know what I mean? When I was in high school, it was all about high school football. I didn't know anything about college or anything like that. Again, you got to understand that. Thank God there wasn't cell phones back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it gets you shit in trouble, right?
No question. We talked the other day about if there was Twitter when we were 12, we're canceled.
Right.
Game's over for us.
I've said that. And then don't get me wrong, I wasn't, you know, bad, but at the same time, as we got after it a little bit,
Yeah,
you know
but
what I
that's
mean?
also- that's
you
also when you find out
people
boundaries.
filming and
The way people can take it out of context.
Oh, big
now.
time. I
Like
mean,
we could be
everything's
hammering and
that's our world. Everything's out of context.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, it's like, you know, I had some, you know, probably that kid they were talking about. You know, I watched, you know, just, you know, bigger type of backs, you know, like your guy. And stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know what I mean?
I was kind of similar that way too. I never watched football growing up at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I only watch it because I
You
play
have
it.
to.
Yeah.
Or because they pay you $16 million to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably should watch some film.
Yeah.
Make sure I can keep that job.
Ooh,
It's a nice deal.
that might be a good suggestion.
Keep that thing alive.
Yeah.
Who were some guys that you used to get up for? Like, who were some guys matchup wise that you would go against going into the week and get hyped for?
I don't get hyped. I never got hyped. I got to the stadium 5 hours for the game. I went outside and played the goalpost game and do all that stuff, stretched a little bit, and, you know, just sit out there and just. I knew all the video guys from every stadium. I knew them all, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, because I was out there with them when they were going to test 1, 2, 1, 2 and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, I worried about me, per se.
did you ever talk shit?
No.
You a shit talker?
Mm-mm.
No, like Ray Lewis or nobody?
Mm-mm.
So you just hit somebody, they say something, and just walk back to the huddle?
No, you just say, hey, what's up, I'll stop and pat me in the ass or something like that. I'll say, hey, what's up, bro? And,
So if I were to talk shit to somebody and they would just turn around and walk away, I'd be like, God damn, that man's a psychopath.
Yeah, he can't get in his head.
Like,
You
holy
know, Mikey
shit.
had the neck roll. He probably had the hip pads that went, the belt,
the
went-
white ones
the
that
belt
kinda
that went
put-
through the hip pads.
Yeah, oh,
and then
yeah.
through the butt pad.
but it's like, yeah, no. So, you know, I played against Earl Locker 2 years, 2 times a year. You know, played against, you know, I played all of them. It was good, man. It was good. It was like, you know, you just couldn't know how to. It's like anything else. It's like playing in the same league you're playing. You know exactly how that defense ends gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it's a good deal, brother.
Hardest hit you took? Any play that you think about, you're like, oh, he kind of rung my bell a little bit there. Obviously, you don't tell him, but
There's my rookie year when I was in my rookie year in orange and white, right? And so it was just a guy named Ron Cox. You know what I mean? He was a linebacker for Chicago, and he liked to lead with his head a lot. You know what I mean? So we met heads, and I was like, ooh, shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Didn't remember the next play. I had to ask.
that's awesome. And I love that he's like, what was his name? You said Ryan Cox?
No, Ron Cox. Yeah,
Ron
yeah,
Cox.
like Ron Cox.
I love it's like, it's not, people are probably like, oh, is it Ray Lewis? This is this. He's like, nah, the rookie year, this dude named Ron Cox.
Yeah.
I love that it's like somebody,
Yeah.
you know?
Shout out Coinbase, no free shout outs. If you've been looking to level up your financial portfolio, it's always good to diversify. Why not think about cryptocurrency? Backed by the world's leading investors, Coinbase keeps your portfolio safe and secure while adding crypto into your mix. Coinbase offers a trusted and easy-to-use platform to buy, sell, and spend cryptocurrency. They support the most popular digital currencies on the market and make them accessible to everyone. I've honestly, truth be told, I've been on Coinbase since 2017. Kirk Cousins, if you guys heard the episode last week on Pat McAfee, Kirk Cousins is big into crypto, and I'm getting in it too. They offer portfolio management and protection, learning resources, and a mobile app so you can trade securely and monitor your crypto all in one place. Millions of people in over 100 countries trust Coinbase with their digital assets, and whether you're looking to to diversify, just get started, or searching for a better way to access crypto markets, start today with the boys at Coinbase. And for a limited time, new users can get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at coinbase.com/bussin. Sign up at coinbase.com/bussin for $10 in free Bitcoin. This offer is for a limited time only. So be sure to sign up today, probably right now. That's coinbase.com/bussin.
Hey, these are really good.
Yeah, no, they're
I
excellent.
really like them a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
They do taste really
But
good.
I do those
We'll
nicotine
send you,
ones.
We'll send you a care package type of deal and put some stuff together for you. And then,
I was super happy with this, but yeah, I'll take
yeah,
that. Super happy about it.
yeah, bro.
This is oh yeah, I mess with this a lot.
Yeah, so Tisa, man, it's just alternative, free tobacco, free from tobacco and stuff. But again, it's the herbs and in the vitamins, but at the same time, it's pretty good, man. Long lasting flavor.
And this is your company?
I'm affiliated with the company. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's a good idea. Because I always seen stuff like this. I know there's a couple other companies out there
Don't
that
get in
do.
that shit. I wasn't the brains of it. Right.
Yeah. No, listen, I would.
All right.
Yeah, you're a money guy. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, hey, I'm the same way. Like,
Yeah, you're a money
coming
guy.
at you. But I remember seeing these. Like, there's a couple of coaches that do other brands that are similar to this. And I never understood it. It's like, why would you not do it if you're not getting anything out of it? But when I put this in, because I stopped doing the other brand that had nicotine in it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I understand why people would use these to kind of curve that appetite.
Yeah,
of
no,
wanting that.
definitely. Yeah. So you just got to find your taste. They have coffee there. They have all getting crazy with a lot of them. It's pretty cool though.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna rip these up.
Yeah.
Rip these up.
Yeah,
for sure.
hey guys, we just wanted to make sure we wanted to offer something up to your followers and listeners. So we
yeah,
are
so
doing.
we're
We're okay.
We're gonna do a little special. AllStop40 if they use code AllStop40
Use code
on our
AllStop40.
website TizaEnergy.com.
Is that 40% off using
40% off.
Oh, that's a huge deal.
First
So
use-
spell teaser for me.
Yeah, it's TEAZA
There you go.
energy.com, all one word. 40% off in honor of the A Train.
There you go.
Appreciate you guys giving them some time here. We're also even going to throw in some randomly autographed Mike Allstott Tiza merchandise.
Oh
So
damn.
Let's go.
let's get
I'll
some
be on the-
people
I'll be on
interested
the
in
website.
product. Hope you guys love it. Right?
You know, it's
And,
a great product.
It's made
You
a
know
big
what?
difference in a lot of people's lives. So
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
We'll send them the bill.
No question.
Like, hey,
What
Dad,
is,
I got the bill, Michael. I can just keep
so
saying
what do you
it.
guys like? What do you guys do the rest of the day now?
Go work out again.
Yeah. No. He said go work out again.
Yeah. Dude, it takes a lot to look this average.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Gotta grind it out.
Like, what'd you do this morning?
This morning I just did like a lower body, and then this afternoon I'm gonna do like conditioning, speed and conditioning.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your 40 time?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. It was a 4.8.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. What was
Was.
yours?
Ooh.
Was
Was?
a 4.8.
Yeah, it is a
You think you're
4.8.
still good?
Human being.
Oh, all right. We
Yeah.
can, we can.
Right now? Probably not. No, I'm probably like on the 4.9.
We'll say 4.8. Hey, you're a 4.8 guy.
I'm
Like,
gonna have
yeah.
you guess.
What's that?
I'm gonna have you guess. What do you think I ran?
4.65.
4.64.
Googled it. No, I'm just gonna actually then.
What could you squat back in the day? Most you put on your back. What a meathead
it was
fucking conversation.
like
Yeah, what- that was a-
75 or something like that.
675?
Yeah, but again, it wasn't. That's and I'm learning this now, right? I'm learning this now because I'm the more the better
Uh-huh.
type of guy, right? The more the better. The more you're tired,
Right.
I mean, that's how I train. You know, what I mean, it's just like old school, but again, all this scientific way of more is not better. You know what I mean, right? And so again, with the whole plyometrics and all that stuff that you guys do, like you said, you're going to use speed and conditioning, right?
hmm
I mean, that was not heard of. You know what I mean? When we were working out, you know what I mean. I mean, we did some ladders and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
again, you really emphasize a workout for
What you're
speed
doing, yeah.
and your
Yeah.
agility and stuff like that.
Well,
you know
then
what I
you
mean?
spend a whole
we just
hour.
incorporate ours in some sessions. You know what I mean?
And the harder it was, the more you guys felt like you were probably doing something.
Right.
Yeah.
How hard is it coaching like the way you played and then coaching high school football now? Like that different.
I throw the shit out of the ball.
What's that?
I throw the ball a lot.
Really?
Do you really?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
I
Nobody
me
would've-
neither.
No, but I My son was a quarterback, so kind of got that. But no, we're inside outside zone team. We'll do power game and stuff and counter game. But you know, I like the we're no huddle, all signs and everything. Get on the field, let's go and go after it. So
Very progressive.
yeah.
Highly conditioned team. Highly conditioned team.
Sometimes, yeah.
I love it.
Fast. But
That's what we ran at Michigan the first 2 years. Kind of just get used to it.
yeah.
Look over, card, get down.
Right.
You guys do the clap?
We don't do the clap. No.
No, see, I never did the clap, but I always wonder, like, how do people hear that when they're away? How do you possibly hear a clapping noise? You know what I'm saying? To get off the ball.
I don't know. Tell us.
No, I'm asking. Maybe somebody else can tell us. I've never played in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah. I'm always. Let's go. Set hot. Come on. Let's get.
Yeah.
So, but pleasure.
Dude, yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thanks
Yeah,
for
we had
coming
a
on,
blast.
man.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
And when somebody was like, hey, would you guys want Mike Allstott? I was like, yeah, we fucking want him.
Yeah, 100%. People ask
I gotta
us.
go call Todd and I gotta get.
Besides,
Yeah, you
Todd,
gotta do
yeah,
that.
I
man.
gotta tell him sorry.
Yeah, you had to hit him up. Because he goes, is he in Nashville? I go, yeah, man, he's about to come on the bus. Because I was asking him, hey, you got any stories for me, this and that? And he's like, so he's in Nashville. He's like, he goes, he was supposed to tell me.
Out.
I know. I told him, I
crazy.
said, hey, come to the bus if you're in town. He goes, oh, we're at Indy. We're at the combine. So you probably wouldn't have saw him anyway. That's what you got to tell him.
Good.
But, hey, I knew you was in Indy.
I'm a little better.
What a big
I knew he was
win.
in India, right?
Yeah.
India. So it's TizaEnergy.com and then promo code Allstott 40 for 40% off.
Deal of the week,
Capital A on the
JP.
Allstott. That is the deal of the week. Pretty outstanding stuff.
All right.